Hello, I'm going to be talking about a difficult topic today. Difficult in the sense when you're going through it, it's a difficult situation, it's third party. Um, uh, Please understand, I'm talking about only through my experiences, and my experience with the twin flame has been only after I got out of my marriage. So, if you have met your twin flame while you're in a marriage, I do not know how it works. And yeah, so uh, you may not resonate with what I'm saying, or you may, just have that knowing and then listen to me. So yeah, so when I met my twin flame, I was single, he was single. Why do um, The simple answer to why do, like, when we are both single and we meet, and I have the knowing that we are this one soul, why does the third person still appear? The simplest answer would be um, to be healed. Now, the things that I'm speaking here, I have spoken about this earlier this year. You can check the old video. Um, right now, what I'm speaking is uh, with the depth that I understood after I started seeing the past lives. So I saw past lives of my twin and the people who I saw in his life as coming as a third party. So, this knowing is this video, and this knowing is from that perspective. All right. So, why do they show up? So basically, they show up so that something can be healed. Now, that healing could be that soul. That healing could be the patterns you created, or the patterns you created with that soul. And the healing could be about the wound that was created while those patterns were created. Okay, so in some cases, the soul is asking to be healed. Like, this happened with me when I was trying to understand why is this happening? Why again? Why? And I started seeing the life of one of the third party, and I'm seeing it like a story. And I'm like, this is like, I am the camera and I'm seeing it like a story, and suddenly this person just turned back to me, like in the camera. And the person said, like, you help me, take me out of this. I feel obsessed in this whole thing. I am obsessed, and um, I need a way out, and you help me. And that was the soul telling me. And on the earth, I'm just saying that the person is obsessed. The past life or whatever, like, little history that I saw about the soul, uh, I did see that it was without the body, and like for a while it has had a tough time um, on the earth. So anyhow, so basically, like, I mean, these people are not these people are asking for help. They're not here to trouble you. Yeah, I think we should just know that. And we should just know that, our job as the awake twin is to understand this whole picture, and be that um, be that healing energy as much as we can. And that's the only thing that's gonna help untie the knot. Otherwise, what happens is we keep tying knot one after another. Yeah. So what do you? So there are these. You'll see. This is what I saw. Two kinds of people would appear in the life. One would be as they now. Again, this disclaimer that all of my knowing is my own knowing from my own experiences and not from any courses or um, videos or like books and stuff. So I may not have that proper terminology that people use, but I would try to use the terms that otherwise you would understand. Otherwise it's like, and when I don't know the terms, I just end up describing uh, the symptoms. So anyhow, okay, it's getting too long. So all right, so you'll see two different kinds of people coming into our lives as a third person. One, what they call is soulmate, another, what they call is karmic. Okay, now karmic is seen as a very negative, soulmate is seen as somebody who's helpful, right? Um, I'll tell you my understanding about it in just a bit. So there are these karmic, and I did see these patterns, okay, and then I understood after I've seen these patterns and I've seen these kind of souls coming in and out in our lives, and then I saw that, then I realized, okay, so this is what they're called. Otherwise, I mean, in the terms here, this is what they're called. When the soulmate comes into your life, when I say you, it's you or your twin flame. Okay, so when the soulmate is coming in, this connect into this connection as a third person, the person is very, it's like, it's a breezy thing. You want to keep it at just being friends, you can keep it there. You want to make it into um, something deeper, you can do that. You want to make it into a relationship, you can do that. You want to now stop it, easy, like, you just say I want to stop it and you stop it. Again, you think you need some help, you call the person. It's the soulmate is here to help on the journey and to, like, make you understand few things. So the person will end up teaching you, like, being that assistant in the that buddy in the in your difficult journey and understanding few points. So that's how the soulmate would behave when the person enters as a third person, third party. When a karmic enters, it's obsession on it's obsession on both the sides, from the third person side, and from both of you, like, I mean, either of the twin, whoever's life that person has come into. So there is obsession on both the sides, and it's like, uh, initially that obsession may seem like, you just want to meet or you just want to spend time or whatever that could be, but initially it is, yeah, it feels like an obsession that brings you together. But later you start seeing the toxic patterns that were there earlier, um, earlier as it in the past lives, because you have been there's never a break. It's just that, we just forgot, we forgot what we did back then, and this is like a new day, but we are still continuing with the same patterns. Nothing has changed. We're still continuing with the same patterns. So whatever story was there, um, one, we repeat the pattern. Two, if we are not changing our action, if we are just carrying on with the same behavior without any change, what we end up doing is we multiply the pattern. We actually multiply the toxic pattern that we started somewhere. So this is something that I saw in, now it's the same soul, man. It's the same soul, even if it is twin flame. So some lessons, like, you take on some lessons, and they take on some lesson to be learned. um, so it's not that they're having an easy life or you're having an easy life. You're both working and you're both going through tough lives. So anyhow, this is what I saw in my twin flames past lives about this one person. in one life there was not even contact, but like it's like hearing from other people that you're going to meet and you're going to get married. But my twin flame has to go away for whatever reason and never comes back. He's never seen this girl, but the girl keeps waiting, and the twin flame is not even aware about it. He just left. And then in the next life the girl is still waiting. In the next life, okay, the girl is still waiting. The twin flame is slightly aware, uh, but again leaves, never meets. Another life the twin flame meets, and uh, but there is like this love hate, not really love, but there is this there is obsession from this side from the girl, because the girl has waited and waited and waited, and this person knows of the obsession but is like little skeptical about it, but is there in the girl's life now, because like there's no healing happened, you're just multiplying every time in every life. Another time what happened is like that this side the obsession was so much, it turned toxic, and this person doesn't know what's been going on, because yeah, I mean there was no connect. The person did not, the twin flame, my twin flame did not know that this girl has been waiting since so many lives. And then one life when they come in contact with each other, this person is in love hate relation with the twin flame. She's like, I heard her saying in one of the lives, I love him and I hate him, and I love him and I hate him, and I love him and I hate him. And for my twin flame, it was she was a responsibility who he had to put up with, um, and take care of, and understood that there was like so much obsession, but he did not want to give in. And yeah, so it just got like really toxic and really bad in that life. So basically what has happened is like it started with zero, then a scratch, and then a like mark on the wood, and then mark on, like you keep on making the mark, and then it's a mark on stone and stuff like that. So it just kept on getting more vivid as the journey continued through lives. uh, yeah, so somewhere you need to put a full stop. Before the full stop you need to put a break, on. Only then, like you uh, because it's a pattern that has continued in so many lives, it does not stop suddenly at one point. Slowly it gets slower and slower and slower, and there's a like you keep on putting brake, and then it stops. How do you put the brakes on? I cannot, like the cases are different, and like I mean so I would be taking this meditation workshop. I'll mention the details in the description below, or you can check my previous video. First 5 minutes are about workshop. We can discuss this in the workshop, or we could have a separate session about it, or you email to me. Okay, so because this is something that uh, can't, it's a difficult thing to explain just over a video. All right, so how do you put a break? I cannot tell right now, but I'm open to teaching that. And if you wish to learn, let me know in the comments, or email, or DM on my Instagram, Pradi Paints. All right, so basically these patterns, the karmic would make these patterns, and the pattern just keeps, if you're not putting the break, it keeps multiplying, it keeps growing. To say simply how you put a break in, if I just have to like theoretically tell, it's like theoretically you're sitting on the river bank, and in the water things are flowing. Sometimes there's a boat and somebody waves at you, and you just stay there and you look at the boat and say nothing, do nothing. Another somebody, something passes across, and maybe they offer you some food, and you say nothing and do nothing. Another one would, say, I want to chat with you, and you still say nothing, do nothing. Another boat would come with passengers who are uh, maybe like, let's it's a beautiful day, beautiful life, and let's do something nice together. You say nothing, do nothing. So only then these, and that's how the boats are just gonna pass. And if you don't let them pass, you interact, you get involved, you multiply the pattern, and it multiplies like really fast. And yeah, it gets dark, it gets muddy, it gets difficult for the soul that appeared to be healed, and for you and for the twin flame. It just gets murky. So the best way is to just sit on the bank and observe. Of course, it's easier for the twin who's awake to sit on the bank and observe. For uh, for the twin flame who's not awake, or it looks like who's not awake, it's not the it's I don't believe that another twin is unawake. The twin is never unawake. I mean, whatever that word is. So but we'll talk about it later. So but for that twin, for them it's like, they don't understand that this is karmic or soulmate or whatever. They can't put a break, and they won't but they will have the conversation, they will join the picnic, they will I mean, whatever the boats are passing and they're waving, they will wave back, because they're living this life. But not just that, they're doing that because they're your mirror, and they're telling you, bro, look at this needs to be healed, you need to work on this. That's what they're telling you. So there is one twin that is interacting in the 3D realm, and there is another twin who's the so-called awake one. It's this twin's responsibility to work in the higher realms, uh, with the meditation, with the inner work, to work on the healing, basically. Yeah. So that's how we work together. It's a teamwork. It's not just one person working. It's not just one half of the soul working. It's both the souls working together. It's a teamwork. It's a beautiful teamwork, isn't it? Um, what else do I want to say? Uh, okay, so yeah, to summarize, basically the soul. I'm sure there is loads to speak about this topic. If you have any specific situation to deal with, or if I remember something more, I'll make another video about it, because otherwise it will be too long. Also, I'm not like I can't remember like so many things right now. So to summarize, the person is coming into your life, the third party is coming into your life for two reasons. One is to help you. If it's a soulmate who has come as a third party, it's just there to help you, just there to ease your journey. Like, you're running a marathon, and then somebody appears with water or some orange juice or something, and then, just give you a towel, and like, it's okay, you're tired, and have this sugar or have this water, and you can do it. it's fine, it's all okay. So the soulmates would come to help like that. If it's a karmic, the karmic says, I'm hurt, and heal me. Or you took my pencil in the first grade, give it back to me, otherwise I'm gonna take five from you. Uh, yeah, so that's why they appear, and they will not go back until you do the healing, until you do the work. If you end up playing, okay, you took I took one pencil, but I don't remember. So you took five pencils. I'll take your eraser. You keep playing. You're gonna keep robbing each other. Never ends. Better just get out of it. Yeah, I was saying about these terms, soulmate and karmic. So uh, this is what I saw in, in this, like, the people that I have seen in my life, in my twin flames life, as karmic. I saw the same people. Now I understand karmic is seen as such a negative being or person or whatever on the earth, but when I saw those people as a part of my soul family on the planet that I feel a lot of connection with, or um, I know I have lives on that planet, but I saw them there. And one of the people, like the person who has troubled me the most, um, from my perspective, of course, the person, he just, very flirtatiously is saying, like, troubled you a lot there. And yeah, but chill. Okay. So it's not like, there's nothing like, uh, there's no good bad, there is no this and that, there's no soulmate and karmic. At the end, it's just the journey of healing, just the healing. It's just the healing journey, bro. Just heal and go back home. That's all there is. Okay. Join my workshop, meditation workshop, coming up in second week of January. Mail me, connect with me, blah blah. Bye bye, I love you.